Yesterday I told y'all that from here on out, I am showing up as her every day in every way as best as I can in the present moment. I'm just going to be her. I am declaring it. I am her. Sis is me. We are one. And there's no more battling my old self. There's no more space, no more room for her to exist in my world. I am done trying to balance those two aspects of myself. I no longer want to live with or deal with the results of my actions when I operate from my old self. I have truly outgrown her, and I desperately desire to embody a new version of myself, and that is what I am choosing to do. I've realized that it all boils down to a choice, and I've done enough self-work to be able to make that choice for myself now. I read a quote today that said, "The secret to change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new." And when I read that, I thought to myself, well, maybe that's been my problem for so long now. I've been focusing too much on who I did not want to be anymore. And then I realized that I forgot earlier this year, I told myself that it is her season. And somewhere down the line, at some point this year, I stopped focusing on her. But the era of distractions is over. It is behind me. My past is behind me, and I am victorious. And it's all about her. So, one major aspect of my life that I am back in alignment with is a routine. When school let out for summer last year, my routine was off, and I'm just so happy that everyone is back in school now. It gives me more of a reason to just be structured and live my life on a daily basis according to a schedule, a routine. I feel like I thrive so much better under a routine, and I'm happy to just have that little extra push to do so now that the children are back in school. Now, in a perfect world, a typical day would go as I wake up before the sun rises. I pour into myself. I get the children off to school. I handle my business for the day. I regroup with the children at night or the evening, and then I come back home to myself, and then I get ready for bed. Now, I know every day would not flow the exact same way, but that would be like the gist of my days. And that type of structure, that type of routine, that just makes me feel so good. So this is a part of my version of her. And really quick side note, you know what I love about evolving into her? I love that we can each have our own version of her. I think that is what makes evolving into her so unique, or separates itself from like the glow up and becoming that girl. You know, I'm not pushing an aesthetic on anyone. I'm simply trying to inspire you to discover who it is that you envision in your mind when you allow yourself to just dream about what it would look like if you were just vibrating at your highest frequency, walking in alignment, and living a life that feels purposeful. And that's going to look different for everyone. So my intention is to motivate anyone to do so. You know, no matter what your current circumstances are, you can do it. You don't have to have the aesthetically pleasing lifestyle and the dream job, and you know, like you You can do it no matter what your current circumstances are. You have the ability to show up as the version of yourself that you want to be. Place where I'm over trying to be her. I'm ready to just be her. And I'm declaring that I am in alignment with her vibrational frequencies. And I've already begun to attract her lifestyle, embody her daily habits, and I exude her energy into my everyday existence. Every time I interact with someone, I'm exuding her energy, her aura, her essence. It is me. So, in today's video, I'm taking you along with me. This is actually my first morning jumping back into my rising rituals. And y'all see, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I did not hit that snooze button either. I swear, once you get your mind right, it's nothing you cannot do. So, as I finish up my rising ritual, I want to share some of the things I'll do in the mornings that make me feel like I am her. Like I am in alignment with my higher self. I am walking in my purpose, and I am taking the best care of myself. So, first things first, showing up as her consists of making time for my rising rituals. So, in order for me to make sure that I wake up on time, I always have to go to sleep by a certain time. So, prioritizing sleep is definitely step one to making sure that you can get up at the desired time that you want to in the morning. You're not feeling sluggish, and you can do all of the things that you want to do in the morning without feeling rushed. And I'm going to explain why I feel like each one of these are beneficial for me. So, number one, waking up at 5 a.m. and then immediately giving thanks. And I mean immediately giving thanks. Before my feet hit the floor, I'm thanking God for another day to live, to love, and to grow. I'm just immediately giving thanks. As soon as I open up my eyes, thank you for whatever pops up in my head first. And if I can't think of anything, I go with my go-to. Thank you for another day to live, to love, and to grow. You ready to go to school? Ready to get on that school bus? You got your umbrella? Is it raining? Are you going to be wet or dry? Good. After that, then I can go use the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, clean my hands, all of that stuff. And after I do that, the next thing I'm doing is making up my bed. I cannot not make up my bed. I will be late for wherever I'm going or whatever I'm doing to make up that bed. I just have to make up my bed in the morning. I gotta make up my bed. If you come in my room and my bed is not made, sis had a rough morning, okay? Sis is probably still having a rough day. And after I make up my bed, I want to take a moment to just say my affirmations, maybe close my eyes and meditate, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Try to just visualize something that I want, that I see for myself, that I desire. Just give myself, that moment. It's early in the morning. Nobody's awake. That's like me and God time. So I'm going to say my affirmations. I might meditate. I might visualize. I might just do one of the three. I might do all three. But after I make up that bed, I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to be quiet. And I'm just going to converse with myself and with God. So I get up at 5, and then at about 5:30, you see it's time for me to go ahead and start getting Mitchell ready for school. So I kind of put like a pause on my rising ritual, and I just make sure that I do all of that first. You know, it sets the tone for my day. It allows me to get my mind and my energy right. And when I go and I start to interact with the children one by one, like I'm not stressed or, feeling some type of way about anything. I'm in a good spirit. I'm in a good mood. My energy's good. And that's very important because when I wake up Mitchell, I want him to wake up in a good mood every morning. Every morning I want him to wake up on the right side of the bed. So once I got Mitchell on the bus, what I do from here on out will vary. I may put on some gospel music. I may play some instrumental music. I may play some chanting music. I may start to move my body. I might stretch. I might do some yoga. Lately, I've been into sun salutations. I might do some exercise. I might put on a Grow with Joe video and do some cardio workouts. I might journal. I have a meditation journal. I have a gratitude journal. And then I have like my personal diary. Of course, I'm going to be drinking water as soon as I wake up. I think I forgot to mention that. But at this time, I also like to either make me some green juice or a detox tea. Drink me some tea, some herbal teas. And I might listen to an audiobook. I might listen to a podcast. I might even just play, something inspirational or motivational, something, that is going to fill me up in the morning in the background while I'm doing all of these things. I might pull out my planner. I might work on a calendar. But these are all the things that I'll do in the mornings, and I will not do everything in one morning. Some things are automatic and others just depend on how I feel. I try not to commit to something like exercising 3 times a week because that just never works out for me. What does work out for me is when I just allow my body to decide how it wants to move today, or would I rather just journal or clear my mind this morning instead? Maybe I just want to focus on that audiobook while I have some time to myself without any distractions. I am a morning person and I love getting up before everyone else. I personally don't like to sleep in late. It makes me feel like I'm wasting the day away. And when I visualize her, baby, she is slowly rising with the sun in the morning. It's quiet and peaceful in her house, and she is spending time with herself before anyone else. Rising rituals are so important to me because when I wake up and I give myself these 2 or 3 hours of just pouring into myself, it always sets the tone for my day, and it makes me more likely to stay in alignment throughout the day. Starting off the day correctly is so important to me because if I am not intentional with the things I'm doing first thing in the morning, it leaves a window of opportunity for my old self and habitual ways to take over. It's also important to me because I remember living a different lifestyle where I couldn't have my mornings like this because I had to be to work at 7 or 8 in the morning. There was no time to pour into me first. As soon as my alarm clock went off, I had to get ready for work. And if my children missed that bus, it would throw off my entire day because there was no time to drive them to school in the mornings. And I remember praying to God and asking for a lifestyle where I could just have my mornings for me before I went to deal with the world. And then one day I looked up and noticed that I was working from home. and my shift didn't start until 10 a.m. And I was living out my prayers. And though I'm not working that particular job anymore, that was like 3 or 4 years ago. But since then, I've been able to maintain my lifestyle to where if I do work a job, the earliest I'll have to be there is 9 or 10. And I may not even have to leave my house at all, which gives me even more time for myself when I'm at home. And I wanted to share that because I know somebody can relate. And I just want you to know, whatever your dream routine is in the morning, God can shift things to where it can happen for you. If you want a life where you can wake up and pour into yourself in some of the ways that I mentioned, I want you to know that your life can shift towards that. You just got to have faith. But don't forget, faith without work is dead. So make the time. Make the time, sis. Go to bed earlier if you need to. Prioritize sleep. Do whatever little adjustments you can and let God handle the rest. Maybe you only have enough time to give yourself 45 minutes. It's better than nothing. Do what you can now and let God handle the rest. Before you know it, you'll have your 2 hours. All you got to do is put the frequency out there that this is what you want, and the universe will begin to shift in your favor. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I do plan to make more videos like this, just detailing other aspects of her lifestyle that I am committed to embodying now. So if you did enjoy this, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you don't miss my next video. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I am extremely grateful. Extremely grateful. And as always, if you are feeling the vibe, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.